Hey y'all, it's Crystalline again. I just want to shed some light and bring some encouragement to those out there who have gifts that are kind of been under the rug, or things that you used to love and be passionate about and so good at that you haven't done for a while. I just want to kind of shed some light and bring some hope and encouragement and hopefully a new perspective that your gift and your purpose is, it's a beautiful thing that when you really tap into it, it just brings a new life to you. It's almost like God just breathes new life into you, and it's just like, whoa, I didn't know I could be that good at this. And your gift, one of the ways you know that something is your gift is that you do it with the least amount of effort. And you just do it easy, smooth like butter. It's just like nothing. You just do it, and it's like, whoa. And I do that with the least amount of effort. I don't have to work at it, and of course you got to work at something if you want your craft to be better. Keep working at your craft, but you do it when you're able to do it the least amount of effort, and when you're able to do it with so much joy and a smile. These are just some of the key things to let you know that it's your purpose and it's your gifting. And whatever your gifting is, I also want to say, don't ever be ashamed of it. Whatever your gifting is, don't be ashamed of it, but instead walk in it, because it's going to bless your life. It's going to not only bless your life, but also bless someone else's life who can, look at you and be inspired, because that's what we live our lives for too, like to inspire others to better, either, better themselves or just get into their gifting and their calling that God has given them. And then also to help others, figure that out. But first, you have to figure it out for yourself, what it is that God has given you that you do that is just a blessing to not only yourself but to others. Because your gift is never for you alone, but it's also for others too, so that they can be uplifted and encouraged. And God, He loves us a whole lot that He gives us these gifts, because the gifts, they come from Him. That's why He calls it a gift, because it comes from Him, and it's a gift given to us, and that's why it just brings so much reward, and it's like new life and breath is just being breathed into us when we do it or perform it. And it doesn't matter what your gift is. For me, recently, just a month ago, God spoke to me and said that you need to give yourself a voice again and get back into spoken word and poetry. Because I was thinking, I was just up one night playing a game, and I was just thinking, I said, man, when I was 13 and 14, that was the one thing that really brought me a lot of joy. Writing, you know, poetry, and then being able to read it. I mean, I remember in 8th grade, I won a poetry slam. I won second place in a poetry slam. And that was just such an awesome experience. I got up there on the stage. I wasn't even all that nervous, but I was, I was super excited to read my poem. I believe it was called "I'm Cool, I'm Not a Fool." Man, I wish I had kept some of those poems and things like that. But anyway, I'm writing new material and things like that now, and I just want to, you know, bring it to you, some inspiration, what God gives me that I write down. And then I like to put music behind it too, because I'm a huge music lover. Love me some music, so I gotta put some music behind it, so kind of like jam, but yet get the message of what I'm trying to say, so I can inspire your soul and just bring a new perspective. And so that's one of the things that God had to kind of remind me of. And ever since I've gotten back into it, I've never felt happier. Like, I just felt like new life is being breathed into me. And then each time that I write and then make music behind it, I make the beats on this app called Splash, by the way. And that's been exciting too, because that's another creative experience for me too. And production is not all that, but it is all that. I love it and I enjoy it. It's just all a part of the creative process, and I enjoy all of that. I love creativity, being creative, artistry. I love those things. They always excite my soul. And that's the piece of my soul that I had to get back, because I was missing that for a good while. Sometimes you get caught up into real life and you think, oh, this stuff is too dreamy, and this ain't gonna pay the bills. But it's not about just you know getting something that, oh, this is gonna make me money. No, but does it make you happy? Does it inspire you? Does it inspire somebody else? Does it bring a smile to somebody else's face and bless them? And that's the important thing to always keep in mind when it comes to your gifting, your talent, your passion, your purpose. So that's always one thing to keep in mind. But yeah, ever since I've gotten back into this, it's made me happy. Even just to sit before the camera and talk to you now about gifting and purpose, is a big deal because, usually I'm a little shy and nervous about, speaking, but God is bringing me up little by little. And I'm so glad for that. In the midst of this pandemic, this is what He's doing for me as far as, creativity and speaking into the camera so I can speak life into you, And so whatever your gifting is, don't bury it. Don't, get so caught up into life and real life that you feel like, oh, it's not going to happen and it doesn't matter and let me just bury it. Let me just work my job and, make money and, pay the bills. There's more to life than that. Your job is your job. It's your resource, but not your source. It's your resource because it brings you money and income. And then even though you may enjoy your job, and even though you may have, your job, because we all got to make a living. We got to be responsible. So don't just think, oh, let me just chase after my dream and I don't have to work. No, you're still right. Keep your day job. Keep working. Keep working now. Because, you got to take care of your responsibilities. But don't let your responsibilities overtake the joy and the passion of life when it comes to your gifting and your purpose. Your purpose matters. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be like me, spoken word and poetry. It could be, or creativity type, that kind of stuff. It could be you like to cook or bake. It could be you singing in church and, getting folks to feel the spirit or teaching. I don't care what your gift is. Don't knock it down. I'm not going to knock it down because if that's what God has made you to do in your purpose, walk in it. Walk in it, y'all. It is important that as you live in this life that you walk in your gifting, not only so you can be fulfilled, but somebody else can be helped too. Because the last thing you want to do is get to the end of your life and just feel like, man, I wish I had done this and that, I rebuked them shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You ain't going to have no shoulda, coulda, wouldas at the end of your life. You will walk in your gifting and your purpose, your talent, because God says you can and He is giving you the ability to. And that's why it comes to you effortlessly. It comes to you effortlessly because He is giving you the gift and the ability and the grace to do it and go through it so that not only it'll bless you but help somebody else. Oh, I felt something on that. But still, don't bury your gift. Don't let the devil and don't let nobody, talk down about your gift, your talent, and your passion. Don't let nothing stop you from pursuing what God has for you and your purpose. Because your purpose is about more than you, but it's about somebody else being blessed. I know I keep saying that, but that's just keep coming up in my spirit. It's about somebody else being blessed and touched. And it's, ministering to God too. That's the way you can just minister to Him and, put a smile on His face. Because it's like, oh, look at them. They're working that gift that I gave them. They're working in the grace of it. They're working in my power with it. They're working and they're bringing others to me and just uplifting others. And that's one of the ways we could put a smile on God's face. Anybody want to put a smile on God's face? So my encouragement would be to you on tonight. Walk in your gift and your purpose. Don't waste it. Don't bury it. Don't throw it away. It matters. You matter. What you're going to do for God and the kingdom and just for this world to inspire and uplift, it matters. Don't let nobody and don't let no devil in hell tell you different. It matters. So I want you to look deep inside yourself and understand what your gift and your purpose is. You know what it is. I may not know what it is, but you know what it is. And it's up to you to walk in it. And if you're not ready, that's okay as well. Just be prayerful and say, you know what, Lord, I'm not sure what my gifts are, or I know what they are, but Lord, lead me and guide me by your Spirit on how to channel it and he'll do it for you. He'll help you on channeling it, and getting across the message, or however, whatever your gifting is, and how you should go about it and do it. But I love you, my brothers and sisters out there. Be blessed. Walk in your gifting. You know what it is. You know what it is that you're supposed to do. And if you don't know, that's okay. That's why we solicit God's help. And we ask him. And I just want to say this too before I end the video. That even when it comes to your gift, and even though you do it with the least amount of effort, and you just do it smooth like butter, still always ask for God's help and guidance. Because even though we may be good at something, we can't trust ourselves either all the time, because we're human, we make mistakes, and we have frailties. So always solicit God's help when it comes to your gifting, and he'll give you guidance and direction out of this world and amaze you. So don't just go about your gift on your own, but also bring God into the forefront of your gifting, so that the anointing and power can go forth. And it's not only just about you, shining, but it's about God shining through you to touch and to bless somebody else. So those are the words of encouragement I wanted to bring about this gifting thing. I wanted to do this for a good while, so I finally did it tonight. So be blessed. I love you. Walk in your gifting. Find out what it is. Your gift matters. Don't bury your gift no more. Bring it up out the ground. Give birth to it. And be a blessing to others. Because it's about others being blessed and the kingdom of God going forward. Love you. God bless y'all.